Sagittarius, welcome to your October 2024 reading. But before we dive in, I'd like us to cleanse the energy a little bit and go ahead and take a deep breath in and out to open yourself to better receive these messages. So if you are a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if you have a Sagittarius partner, tune in. These messages may be for you. Again, this is October 2024. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. The first card is number 20, Hypnos, and the message is rest. Prioritize rest and sleep. Allow yourself to dream. You need the grace of rest to be at your best. The unconscious has great depth and power, so explore it if you can. Use your imagination. Do not stay asleep to your potential. Awaken to your power. The duality here is asleep versus awake, rest versus activity. So if you feel like you've been very busy and you do need a little bit of extra sleep, and maybe you're like a spiritual person or witchy and you enjoy working with the moon cycles and doing rituals and all of that kind of stuff, but you've found yourself very, very tired around important cycles of the moon or astrological events, and you're like, I really want to do something for this, but I just physically can't. Honor that. That's what your body needs the most at that time. So allow your body the rest that it needs. If you feel like you've been sleeping too much, you've been getting a lot of extra sleep, you've been sleeping in, you've been taking naps, and you're like, I need to get going. I don't feel motivated, or I don't need this much sleep, and I just need to get back at it. That could be your call to awaken to your potential, right? Awaken to your power. So that, it's going to be different in everybody's life. Some overall themes that you have are the Strength card. So this is patience, compassion, understanding. It's going to be important to be patient with yourself through this process, but also to be patient with others. When you try to push or manipulate somebody into doing what it is that you want them to do, oftentimes you're going to push back. So patience is going to be in your best interest. That way you don't feel that pushback as much, right? People are going to learn what they need to learn without you having to tell them, yeah, that's the wrong choice for you. I just feel like some of you are going through that situation where you feel like you know best. And you see somebody going through something that you're like, your life would be so much easier if you just did this other thing. Spirit's encouraging you to just let them go and do it. Let them figure it out on their own and just be there for them in the aftermath. Like somebody could be going back to a toxic ex or going back to a job that maybe they don't get paid enough to do or don't get compensated enough, or the work environment's awful. So it could be something like that. There could also be a Leo in your life that is very significant in the month of October. On top of that, you have the Four of Cups, and this is the potential to miss out on, oh my goodness, the potential to miss out on an opportunity. So there's that hand of God at the top offering this shell. So this opportunity, but this person's looking the other way because essentially what this is saying is you have your attention and your focus somewhere else, and there's an opportunity coming in for you that could potentially pass you by if you don't awaken to it. So that's part of why that Hypnos card was coming out, and that's how it's connecting to this, is you need to awaken to the signs and synchronicities about you and to the opportunities that are coming into your life. What is meant for you will never miss you. But opportunities can pass, and it might take a while before another opportunity that is for your best and highest good comes back into your life that might be similar to this. So there's something about the timing. If you don't want this opportunity to pass you by, then you need to be looking out for it. You have the Ace of Wands, again, card of opportunity, creative opportunity. There could also be like sensual or sexual healing that's happening as well. Wands is fire energy, and then the Strength card has all that orange. It's reminding me of the sacral chakra. Leo also represents the sun, the solar sun, which represents the self. So I feel like there's a lot of healing that's happening, a lot of, I don't know how to describe it, fire healing. There's passion healing, sensuality healing. At the same time, the sacral chakra, even though you feel that fire and that passion from there and sensuality, it's actually water energy, which is where that Four of Cups could be coming in as well. So very interesting things, opportunities coming in for you. Speaking of water, this is watering your garden, right? There's an element of your energy, of yourself, that needs to be healed, needs to be watered. If you've been so focused on your friends or your family or other people, it's time for you to do something for you. The Eight of Pentacles, there could be something to do with work or your routine that needs your attention. Maybe there's a change in your routine, or maybe establishing a better routine to meet you, so that you can meet your goals more easily. That could also be. So look at your routine. What is it that you want to get better at? What is something that you want to master? And have you been working at that? So a couple things as I've been doing this reading. Number one, before I even started, I was listening to my coffee brew in the pot, and all of a sudden I had this vision of a Sagittarius energy getting coffee with somebody, like a friend or somebody from your past, and catching up. So some of you could be reaching out to a friend or somebody that you haven't seen in a while to catch up over a cup of coffee. And then I've also been stumbling over my words a lot. So I feel like part of the message too is to slow down a little bit. And that could be also why you're getting the rest. The Four of Cups isn't necessarily a card of like fast movement. It's just like be on the lookout. And the Strength card is a card of patience. So slow down. I feel like that's a strong part of your message. So an affirmation that might be good for you to repeat to yourself throughout this month is, I am a source of creativity. And I did talk about the sacral chakra and how it can be the place where a lot of creative energy comes from. This card says, inspiring others is effortless when you tap into your own gifts. You possess an unlimited network of creative energy and the ability to create new ideas and solutions. Allow those thoughts that enter your mind to flow freely, becoming tangible objects or goals. I feel like some of you, I almost want to be moving very quickly, right? So it's kind of how my thoughts are coming in faster than they can come out of my mouth. And so you could have a lot of new ideas, a lot of brilliant ideas, but it's like, what are you doing with those ideas? Are you writing them down? Are you doing anything with them? That could be why it's like the rest versus awakening to your power card is coming out. What are you doing with the ideas? Are you sleeping on them, or are you taking charge? Some potential challenges coming in. You have the Three of Wands. I think that's part of what it is somebody could be giving you important communication coming in quickly with the Eight of Wands, important news. And then the Three of Wands could be like you wanting to take quick action on it, and Spirit's telling you it's baby steps. Take baby steps. Whatever this news that is coming in, it could be in a text or an email or a phone call. I feel like you're hearing something important and you want to rush to the action. Some of you could be in a position where you have to do that. Maybe you're like an emergency responder, something like that. Five of Swords and the Sun card. You could have a child in your life who's going through a very difficult time, and it could be hard seeing them go through that. That's part of what I'm hearing. Is I'm not quite sure if it's you that's going through either a bullying situation or a child in your life where they acting out or feeling strong emotions, and it's kind of like, how do I handle this? I don't know how to handle this. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting from that. So that's another potential challenge. But a potential blessing coming in is Temperance. You're finding the patience and the resilience to work through things. You're not doing too much. You're not doing too little. Everything in balance and moderation. I love how there's the cupcakes on one side and the carrots on the other. So that could also have to do with diet. And there are beautiful new opportunities coming in. You had that message of opportunities. So lots of choices. I hope that this message resonated for you. If it did, hit that like button and book your personal reading on my website.